Oh gosh, how to encapsulate all that Ben and Betty ZARDA and the ZARDA family have meant to Catholic Charities. Founders of our infamous Snowball, our beloved Snowball, and now here we are at Lake Quivira for the 39th annual Ben and Betty ZARDA Golf Classic, supporting our summer food programs. They, as a couple, as a family, incredibly charitable, giving of their time, their talent, and their treasure, involved in the community. They're part of the roots of this community at large, and we're just so grateful to even be a part of their journey as a family through Catholic Charities, and certainly so grateful to everybody who's come out today to celebrate. They've done so much for Catholic Charities and for the community at large. We'll forever be indebted to them for the legacy that they have created.
I think the two of them, they just had a joy about them. Wherever they were, it was, they kind of lit up the place. And one personal thing, when I was first here in the Archdiocese and my mother would come to visit, they invited my mother and I to come over to their house. And even after, she couldn't really do that so much, but Ben and Betty would always say, whenever she's in town, please, if it's possible. But that wasn't just for me, that's the way they treated everybody. You don't replace people like Ben and Betty, but I think they've inspired a lot of others to try and follow them in the way of love and service. And I'm confident that the golf tournament and so many other initiatives that they did for Catholic Charities are going to continue to thrive. You saw in them a joy and a happiness that really came out of this service to others. I mean, it was something where they helped others, but they felt this joy in being able to do that, being able to use the gifts that God had entrusted to them to help other people. Jesus promises us, he calls us in the way of heroic love. He calls us to make sacrifices, but he promises if we do that, if we follow him in this way, that he'll give us abundant life, and he'll give us this complete joy. And I think you saw that in Ben and Betty. They enjoyed everything that they did, and I think they enjoyed most of all being able to help others. And so I hope that's contagious when people see that. And if they want to be like Ben and Betty, then follow this way of heroic love and know this abundant life, this complete joy that the Lord offers to us.
People got to hear about it, had never heard about Catholic Charities, didn't know about all the good they were doing. My golly, they were feeding people who I don't know what they'd have done for food. I was over there one day and a lady come in, and I try not to get emotional about this, but she had 3 children. They hadn't eaten since early the next morning, just out of food, out of money. The husband had lost his job, and she just ran out of money and didn't know what to do. So she comes in the Catholic Charities, and we took care of it, got the electricity turned back on, or didn't turn it off. That we went down to, I say we, Catholic Charities went down, negotiated, and took care of the food situation right away. And those are the things that people begin to recognize that kind of work that they were doing. We can just keep it going. Mm-hmm. And that's why I think Catholic Charities, it really meant so much to our community. The Lord's blessings will not be outdone. I can tell you so many nice things that have happened to our family and to others that I know they're involved in the church and the activities and fundraising. And I think those that know what I'm talking about. And I say that people who are not involved, give yourself a break, get involved. You'll be so happy that you are, and that you can look back and, like I can,